Hey, book lovers, I'm Candice.
And I'm Chrissy. And you've just stumbled into your new favorite book club, Bookalicious Pod.
We're two sisters reading our way through fantasy, fiction, thrillers, and the occasional "what did we just read" moments.
Every week, we break down books chapter by chapter
with deep dives, hot takes, and detours into sisterly side combos.
Think a cozy book club mixed with a FaceTime call, sprinkled with a little chaos.
We don't hold back on the characters we love or the ones we love to hate.
We play games like Read It Like Reddit, Red Flag or Deal Breaker, and have Spotify polls for you to guess along with our plot theories.
If you've got a TBR pile a mile high, including ACOTAR or Frida McFadden,
or just want to feel like you're hanging with your bookish besties, hit play. This is Bookalicious Pod.
Okay, so your due date's in 2 weeks, but Fern Gully is up in here ready to... Fern Gully, little Franklet, she's ready to show up today.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling good about this weekend.
Okay, so I got a new ticket. Got a new plane ticket. I was able to cancel my old one, got a new plane ticket. I'm showing up Saturday morning. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. You cannot birth Franklet tomorrow. You must wait till Saturday, at least.
I mean, I'm going to do my best.
All right. All right. Do your best. Do your best.
I'm honored, though.
Yes. So we wanted to get one last ration for our little stockpile.
Yeah.
We felt that we could do the movie recap summary discussion, and that would be a nice,
I
quick
think that's a good
one-off.
Yeah. This is all going to be so confusing, though, because we're releasing Thursday Murder Club before any of the other books that we've recorded in our stockpile. So,
I know.
Fran Gully will come up in another episode.
Yes, dear listener, you are going to time travel. You're going to time travel. Right now we're at the end, and then we're going to hear whoop.
I know. But actually, this is pretty real time because we're releasing these pretty soon after we're recording them, which will be pretty close to little Fran Gully's due date.
Yeah.
Or release date.
Yeah.
So this is pretty right on time, actually. You'll just be confused in later episodes.
Yes. Fran Gully might be 3 weeks old when you're listening to this.
True. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chrissy's gonna be a mommy.
Oh my gosh. So soon.
Are you ready?
This weekend. No, I felt more ready like a month ago.
It's like you're on the roller coaster.
That's becoming real.
You're on like the roller coaster in Splash Mountain, and you're like in like the fun little sing.
Yeah.
And now you're up to the top, and you're kind of like,
you're like,
okay.
Wait a second. I thought we were just singing. I thought we were just having fun.
That was always so scary.
Yeah. That's a good one, though.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a reader mail. We have an outline. We're going to knock this out. 1, 2, 3.
We got a timer today.
Yes. All right, Chrissy, do you want to do the reader mail?
Why don't you do it? I don't have it pulled up right now.
Okay. So I feel like there's something really special about when someone emails bookaliciouspod, bookalicious.pod@gmail.com, because the few people who have given us reader mails, F. Smith, she wrote her first reader email only in the subject line.
I loved that. We both loved that. We said we should do this from now on.
I love that too, because it really came across as very like authoritative.
All in bold.
All in bold.
That's right. She has since sent a few other emails, which we have loved receiving, and we've responded and stuff. And they've all been in the normal message. But that was a great first message. Really got our attention.
Yes. Ani B sent us an email, and I guess like when she clicked it, her email turned into like a encrypted one. So we thought we were getting spammed.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And now we have another reader email, and this is no subject line,
Oh, is
no
this
goodbye
also
line.
encrypted?
I don't know. It's an AOL
It looks like a
address.
fake email address.
It does look fake, but I don't think that they make fake emails with like the AOL address, unless
I
that's
don't
like
know.
part of the encryption. I don't know.
That would fool me.
Yes, but we don't know who you are, but you know who you are.
Oh yeah, no name. That's
No
right.
name. Nope. No
That's
subject, no name.
right. It
I
wasn't
thought
either of
this,
us this time.
no, it wasn't us. So I'm just gonna read just the beginning part, and it starts off really excited. So it's OMG, OMG, OM to the G, four exclamation marks. Wow. Hype
Incredible.
girl. So this reader found us through The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And we got some great accolades from Miss OMG.
Yeah, I know. She said she didn't read the book. She just listened to the podcast.
So I think she was listening to the Housemaid book, and then she listened to the first series of The Housemaid, and then she started doing book two, but she didn't read the book. And I'm thinking she's like, I need to take a break here. But she does call us the best pod ever.
Yeah. I am getting a little bit of mixed messages of
Well, Miss OMG knows. She says, it's not you, it's me. It's because I haven't done the homework for the pod. You guys are the best. And I appreciate that. And Miss OMG, she said she wants to rate us a 10, which is great. The
Oh
scale
my
only goes to
gosh.
5.
Wow. That is so kind. Thank you, Miss OMG. This really made our day, honestly.
Very fun. Miss OMG does say that she is from a small town in Washington, Moses Lake. So, hello,
That's super
hello.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. And she wants to start a podcast. You should. Super fun.
Yeah, she asks, how can I start a podcast just like us? And it's really easy, Miss OMG. You just buy yourself a microphone
Don't
and
even
then
need
you,
that, honestly.
honestly, you don't even need that. You could just have your phone. Why not? And then you go to Spotify and you say, I want to make a podcast. And then they just have all the tools for you.
They let anyone make a podcast these days.
Anytime someone like quotes, oh, heard this from a podcaster. And then I look at them and I'm like, I have a podcast.
I'm an expert source here.
No, like I give out unverified information all the time. It could be
Oh.
anybody. But
Oh my gosh, you're right. Well, we're at least up front. One of our tenets is we don't give facts.
that's true. That's true. But not all podcasters are
Are as honest.
they're not as honorable. No. Mm-mm. Okay. But we are not here to talk about
Miss
Miss
OMG.
OMG. We're or Franklet. We are here to talk about Thursday Murder Club, the Netflix movie
Yeah, this is our first episode ever
of a movie.
of a movie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot that part.
Should we even do the intro?
Do we need a new intro when it's movies?
All right, let's make it up. Try it.
Are we still even bookalicious or is it movielicious?
I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Okay. Well, welcome to Movielicious, a podcast where two sisters watch a movie and then talk about it. I'm Chrissy.
I'm Candice.
And today we're talking about Thursday Murder Club.
Woohoo!
Yay.
All right, so normally when we do our ratings at the end of the books, I feel like we both influence each other.
That's true. That is
So
true.
I thought it'd be fun if we just count on three and then on a scale of 1 to 5, say what our rating would be.
I like that idea.
Okay, ready?
You can play along too, listener.
Yes. Yes, play along. Say a number. We'll see if we
All of
all
us.
land in the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right, Miss OMG, you better be ready.
Better give a 10.
Yeah,
Scale of
Miss
1 to
OMG,
5.
1 to 5. 1 to 5. You can't say 10. Okay. On three. One, two, three. A three.
4.5. Oh,
Whoa.
oh. So my rating is a little bit inflated because I decided to rate it independent of the book. So like just taking the movie on its own. I'm not sure if that's how you rated it, but
Um,
mine would have been a 4, I think, didn't, if I considered the book.
okay. We need to talk about this. So I feel like, so high level thoughts, I feel like if you didn't read the book, this would be a really difficult movie
You
to
would
watch.
never know. That's what I thought too. But I watched it with a what is that called? A pilot group or
Oh, a test group,
like a sample, yeah, like a test group. Yeah, I watched it
control
with our
group.
parents and Josh, my husband. Yep.
Okay.
And they seemed to have no problem. I was like, "Really? How did you have no problem following this?" I had problem. And I read the
Yes.
book.
Yes.
I don't know. I was surprised, but also I feel like I don't follow movies very well anyway. So maybe that's part of my issue.
Do you look at your phone while you're watching?
No, I just have bad facial recognition and bad memory. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So I started off the movie and I was like, I am going to take notes and I'm going to pay attention and I'm going
Mm,
to watch. And it was a long movie.
it was pretty long.
And like halfway through, I was like, I'm giving up. And I pulled
What do
out
you
that
mean? Oh,
switch
you pulled out the phone. Oh, really?
and I was like, this is as far as we go.
Interesting.
I
Oh,
know.
because it was boring or hard to follow?
To me, I felt like it just didn't land with me. I didn't love
Mm,
it. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was good. It was just
yeah.
very meh. And then I was watching it with Andrew and he wasn't following it at all.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
So what are your high level thoughts?
Well, okay. So I think my rating was inflated because I was watching with people who liked the movie and could follow it, which I was floored by. So what I liked about the movie was that it was a nice family friendly, not family friendly, but like wholesome movie to where it's like you
Yeah.
could watch it with your parents or people your own age and like
Hmm.
everyone would like it. And I liked that. Like there is nothing super controversial or anything in there. Like just nice movie, interesting plot. Like it still had some of the good parts about the book, like, you know, interesting, unique setting,
Hmm.
characters, liked all that. Um, I I didn't like it as much as the book because I feel like the strength of the book is that it's character driven and you get to hear all their like inner thoughts. And then you don't
Yes.
get any of that in the movie. And instead it's about the mystery, which makes sense. But then
Hmm.
I was like, this mystery, it just seems like too much for a movie, you know? And they cut down a lot.
Yes. They watered down the plot, the mystery a lot. But I agree with everything that you say. That like the fun part of the book was the characters. And it's like
Yeah.
they had scenes with the characters where they were kind of being zany and fun, but to me it felt too disjointed. It just kind of
Yeah.
felt like they were shoehorning in these scenes from the book.
I could see
And
that.
to me it didn't feel like it made a lot of sense. Also, just to give us some validation, the reviews on this
Mm,
6.6 on IMDb out of 10, 77 on Rotten Tomato, and 58 on Metacritic, and 60% of Google users liked the movie.
interesting. That's pretty high for Rotten Tomatoes, though.
That
The
is
other
pretty
ones
high
seem
for
pretty
Rotten.
low. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty high. So it's new. So typically, when it's new, you have a self-selection problem. Who's going to watch it
Hmm.
when it's new? Typically, people who are really excited about it
Yeah.
or have read the book. So they're probably going to have like some, I would think, generally positive.
Oh, but that's interesting because maybe people who read the book don't like the movie in comparison, so they rate it lower. So maybe it could go higher.
That's true. That's true.
That
That
could
could be
happen.
the opposite could happen, but I think we need to wait a little bit longer before we can feel really good about those numbers. But
Yeah.
I think it's validating because even within our small sample, we had how many people watch? Six?
Yeah.
Okay. And so four out of the six liked, said thumbs up.
Well, actually, mom fell asleep.
Okay, so
But Josh and her
50-50.
dad liked it.
Okay, 50-50 then.
Yeah.
So,
That sounds about right.
yeah. Okay, so what I know you already mentioned it, but what are some of the things that you did like about the movie?
Okay. So things I did like, I liked how they trimmed down the plot because I think it would have been crazy if they tried to fit everything in there.
Yeah.
So I thought pretty much all the changes they made, I'm like, that was for a movie. I'm like, that I get why you did that. That makes sense. Good choice. Um, I thought the setting was really cool, and they did a great job
Yes.
showing like old people are cool. They're having a good time.
Yes.
'Cause like their rooms so cool. They're like mansions. They're living in this castle.
The rooms were so beautiful. The residents were riding around in power scooters, laughing and laughing.
They were
It,
like had their art class with the nudes model.
oh, I loved that. I thought that was a really fun addition.
Hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a new thing.
I think that was my favorite part was like seeing the set, seeing the center, and like seeing all of these like really active with it
Yeah.
seniors.
hmm It was just fun.
Very fun. I particularly loved Pierce Brosnan when he was pretending to be an imbecile.
Is that Ron Ritchie?
Yeah.
That was really good. I really liked Ron Ritchie.
Oh my gosh. Did you recognize him when you saw him?
Dad told me it was James Bond.
He was a James Bond. Yeah. But did you recognize him from any movie? Did you recognize anyone from any movies or no?
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean,
Oh,
the Ron Ritchie guy looked familiar, but I wouldn't have been able to say where he's from.
yeah. His son, Jason, I was also like, wow, they picked a hot, hot man.
Jason. Did Jason, I think he reminded me of Roy from Ted Lasso. What is Jason? Did you recognize Jason from somewhere?
I didn't, but I wish I had.
Tom Ellis. Yeah, I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, I
He's
haven't
known for
seen.
BBC sitcom.
Okay. Okay. I
I don't
haven't
know.
seen him in any of these things. Oh, he was in Poirot.
And what?
Poirot.
Oh, he was?
I don't know. That's what his IMDb is saying.
Interesting.
But now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure because it's saying from 19. I don't know.
Wikipedia did not mention Poirot. But he could be.
He
But
could
yeah,
be.
I thought all the actors were great.
I thought the actors did a great job. I felt like the cast is too big to get attached to anyone
Yeah.
in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. That is super true.
Yeah,
And they cut it down.
and they cut it down. I know. I just felt like I could see like the glimmers of who the characters were supposed to be in the book, and to me they just felt very like flat.
I know, because you missed so much. That was the best
Right.
part of the book.
And it's interesting because Dad and Josh watched it, but they didn't feel like that.
They didn't, no, they seemed to really like the characters. And, you know, like I think if you're going to it independently, you probably like the characters, but like you don't really know anything about them.
Right.
You know, like one or two things about each of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
So you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, it felt like to me they got the book and they were like, how can we turn this 8 hours into two and hit
Yeah.
all the same big beats? But then you don't get in, there's so many beats in the book that you don't get enough like build up.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
just felt rushed to me.
Yeah. Okay, if you were to take it on its own though, as like just a mystery movie, does that
Yeah,
change how you view it?
that's why I think I gave it like a three. Like I thought it was it was a good movie. I don't think I would necessarily recommend it.
Oh,
I thought it,
really?
I thought it was kind of slow. It
Yeah.
was long. I don't feel like if I was watching that movie independently, I probably would have turned it off.
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe I would have finished it
Maybe.
because it's on Netflix because it's free. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was for me. That was for me.
Yeah, I might have lost interest. I don't know. Not a big movie person in general, I
So,
feel like.
yeah, I know. Movies are like, I really like miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my questions for later. We'll circle back to it. But what are some of the
Okay.
things that you didn't like?
Okay, things I didn't like. Okay, one of them we already talked about. They don't get to know the characters as much. That's the
Yeah,
biggest thing that I didn't like.
I agree with that.
Some of the changes I didn't like. One of them, one of them is pretty contentious. Seems like the universally was not liked,
Yeah.
which is Bogdan's end. So,
Yes.
which, okay. So in the book, spoilers for everything. Bogdan confesses to Stephen while they're playing chess. He never gets found out, which I kind of like that. There are
Mm-hmm.
some loose ends Elizabeth didn't know about. But then in the movie, he confesses to Stephen. They play back a recording. Bogdan gets arrested on the spot, which I don't know. I think for me, it felt like it was too clean, where it was like he got wrapped up and then the Penny and John got wrapped up too. Like it all worked out too well. But what was interesting was I was talking to Josh about this, and Josh said he liked that Bogdan got arrested because then it like closed that storyline and then he could think about something else. Because
Mm.
otherwise, like, there's already so much going on. Like, if there is also a loose end, it just would have been felt like it was unfinished.
Yeah. I mean, I like how the book finished it because it was like a loose end, but not really because
You knew.
Steven says Elizabeth's gonna find you out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
So it's like kind of implied that that will get resolved somehow,
Okay.
but not explicit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so did the Bogdan change bother you? Because that seemed to be the hottest thing online when we looked up reviews.
To be perfectly honest, so I watched the movie like 10 days ago and I finished the book at this point maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago,
Wow.
and it was so muddled
Yeah, that's
at that
true.
point. I was, and maybe this is part of the reason why I wasn't enjoying it as much is because the ending of the book is pretty confusing and we hadn't talked about it yet. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think I was maybe a little twisted there. And then I watched the movie, which is so similar, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was getting jumbled. So I wasn't exactly sure how different the Bogdan story was until we started talking about it
That's a good point.
before the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, so it didn't really bother you because you didn't really notice it as much.
Well, because I remember they had the picture. They were showing the picture.
Oh, of Jason and the crew?
Yeah, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they were, but that's not really related to Bogdan. Other
Because
than,
so how did they tie the picture? Because the whole point was that in that picture it ties Jason to Tony and then Tony
hmm
kills the kid and the cab driver, which is Bogdan's friend.
right. So they take out the kid, the cab driver, and
So
Bogdan's
why
friend.
was there a picture?
Honestly, that's one of the other things I don't like was Jason's backstory was totally changed because it's maybe kind of suggested that he was. I kind of forget if they even suggested he was in illicit business or if he was ever in business with Tony. That all gets kind of written out. And so they see the picture, they figure out Jason's in it, and they're like, "What are you doing in here?" And he's like, "Well, I'm a celebrity. People take pictures of me all the time." And it doesn't really go past that. And then Jason's alibi, we never, I don't think they do say that he has connections to Tony. His alibi for Tony's murder is that he was having an affair with Ian's wife, which is
So
a
like,
totally new thing.
why would that picture be there then?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think they said.
Like that,
Because, yeah, you're right.
I think that's kind of where I was like, you're trying to be too similar to the book, but you don't have enough time for everything.
That's a
So it's like
great point.
you're kind of just shoehorning these things in and they don't independently make sense.
Well, you know what, though? I think it wasn't maybe as clear that the picture was left by the murderer because I
Yeah.
think when they were looking at Tony's house, like it had been ransacked, basically. Because also, as another thing, was that in the movie, Bogdan said he didn't really mean to kill Tony. So it was less planned. He was trying to get his passport back, I think. So I guess that's why it was ransacked. And then I guess like the
Yeah.
picture could have just ended up there.
And so Tony was basically making Bogdan an indentured servant.
Right.
Because when I watched that, I was like, oh, I don't remember that from the book. I was like, I
Yeah.
guess that's part of it. Which in some ways I kind of like that play better. That kind of makes more sense for Bogdan to kill him than to have a 20-year-old vendetta against a cabbie.
Yeah. I kind of get that too. He was just waiting for the perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I that kind of does make a little bit more sense. I don't know. I could see either one working.
Yeah.
But I felt like they had to make that change. They had to cut out things.
Right. They definitely had to cut out things and I don't blame them for that. I think some of the things that they cut out were good. I just feel like things like the picture or things like that. It was like
Yeah.
change the picture. Make it a picture of Jason with the wife found.
Mm, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
And then that would give like more credence for why Jason's getting looped into this or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, because they they changed a few things to where, yeah, now suspects didn't make sense. Because I guess they're trying to still make it layered and difficult to find out. But yeah, Jason doesn't super make sense. And then at one point, when Ron and Ibrahim are trying to figure out who killed Ian, they're like, oh, Father Mackey is suspicious. But we have no backstory on Father Mackey. We barely see him. He was
Yeah.
at one of the town halls and was upset. We miss the altercation between him and Ian, but they mention it. They say, you assaulted a priest, but we didn't see it. So it was very strange.
Yeah. I
So you're
almost
right.
I feel like and I'm repeating myself, but I feel like they were trying to stay too true to the book, but not giving it enough time to be able
Yeah,
to to pull it off.
wasn't possible. I think you're right. I think
So,
so.
do you think these plot changes that they made, do you think it made the story better or worse?
Mm. I think I think for made it better for the movie. Um, like if this were the plot, pretty much play by play for the book, I think it'd be worse.
Well, yeah, because it was clearly the only real suspect was Bogdan. I remember thinking
Yeah,
that. I'm like, how could you think this would be anyone else other than Bogdan?
that's a good point. Yeah, they didn't really have any good other suspects, right?
No, not to
Yeah.
me.
Ian. Ian could have been.
Oh, Ian. Yeah.
Ian could have been a good one. Um, yeah. So, hmm. But yeah. So do I think it made it better or worse? It made it simpler,
Yeah.
which is a good thing for the movie. But yeah, you're right. It didn't super make sense.
I think some of the pieces, like the idea, like even like we were talking about with Bogdan being an indentured servant, that feels like a stronger
I did
motive.
like that. Yeah, that's true.
So maybe they're like pieces from the movie that I would have liked better for the book because my big complaint with the book is that the plot was too complex.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they could have been able to streamline it a little bit with some of these ideas from the movie.
Yeah. You know what? Another change too that I'm pretty sure wasn't in the book was that Ian, or part of why all the residents were so against this like expansion plan, was that Ian was going to sell out their home. And I don't think
Yeah.
that was in the book. I was like, that
No.
makes a lot of sense as far as why everyone would care so much.
They were going to turn it into like condo units.
Yeah, that was a good change. That tied it together, I think.
I also really liked one of the changes that Ian was getting divorced. And
Oh,
I, Chrissy and I were talking about this, so we can't remember 100%, but I believe one of the reasons why he was like, we have to do this now is because he was trying to like hide money
yeah, something.
from the wife. So then I was like, okay, maybe the wife is going to be like a big player and maybe she's going to be suspicious, but then they never really bring her up again.
Nope. Yeah, they don't bring up his Tinder profile or whatever with all the 20-year-old
No.
girls. I was so, I mean, Ian was so evil, and I'm sad that that didn't come in the movie because it's just so funny
He was
how
so
terrible he
cartoonishly
is.
evil. I think they did they keep in the coffee scene where he's like, no, I don't want to pay for that.
No, I
I
don't
feel
think
like it
they
might have been in
did.
the opening scene. No.
Oh, did they? I think there was a coffee shop, but I don't know if I remember that specifically. Maybe they did.
Yeah. And then there would be things like with the police constable or
Donna,
detective, no, Chris,
Chris.
where he's just like eating chocolate bars
Oh yeah.
randomly. And you're like, if you don't know
Yeah.
that he has like this fat person complex, because it's not like the actor is like this grotesque,
No.
disgustingly huge person. So it's not abundantly clear that he has this self-loathing.
Right. Yeah, they never even mentioned it. It was just part of his character.
Right. He's just eating chocolate bars.
Yeah, Josh didn't like that because he felt like it was like stereotyping police officers, like they always have the donut or whatever.
Right.
And he was like,
Yeah.
why? What? That wasn't necessary. And I was like, you know what? You're right. If
With no context, it doesn't make any
yeah,
sense.
no. Hmm. Do you wish they had brought in Donna's mom or had fleshed out their relationship a little bit more, Donna and Chris?
I wish they would have fleshed out their relationship a little bit more. They really kind of made her, instead of being like a boss woman babe, they made her
Mhm.
like fangirl, chaotic, crazy girl.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Like, one of the things I liked about it is that Jason gave her his number and she's like, "Yep, that's how you get," and that's how she got the burner thing. And so she was like playing it cool and he was super into her. But then in the movie they flip it and she's like passing out seeing him.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't really get that either. And now that you mention it, because I was thinking, I was like, did Donna solve anything in the movie? She did. She put the picture together because in the movie they switched it up where Jason was cut out. And so she pieced that together.
Yeah.
Um, she, and I think they took out the burner phone thing. So I guess that was her like big detective moment. So she did have something, but it kind of felt
Yeah.
like she was mainly just like following along.
Yes.
Like Elizabeth is just telling her things and she's like, "Oh, now I have insider information."
And I feel like they also got rid of the whole Bernard subplot.
Yeah, that's
What did
right.
you think about that?
Um, I think there was no room for it. And
I,
also I think we even said in the book we're like this didn't really need to be here either.
I thought that was a good call.
Yeah. We can't have another euthanasia. That was already shocking for our test pilot or our test group over here.
Yes, I agree. What did you think about the Father Mackey, the no backstory? Should they have
Mm,
just got rid of him?
yeah, I think at that point maybe just get rid of him because he wasn't really a suspect either because we knew nothing about him.
Right.
Either make him more of a suspect and maybe in a different way. Because I mean, I think it makes sense if he's a priest and he doesn't want the sisters to move or something. I don't know. But as it was, people didn't even know who he was. Like, where'd he come from?
Right. And it doesn't make sense because the whole point is that he doesn't want the grave dug up because of his baby and love partner, but you don't
Right.
know that.
No. So you're just assuming he's a priest who wouldn't want the cemetery dug up, which makes sense, but
I guess.
it's
But
not that
yeah, it's
compelling as an actual suspect.
to murder all these people as a priest.
Right.
Like, that's not
Right.
going to drive a priest to kill people because they want to dig up a
Yeah.
grave that the church doesn't even own anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. So what do you think? Just take out Father Mackey?
I think they should have just deleted them. Like, I think they could have, like, picked a few subplots and really nailed them,
Yeah.
but I feel like they were trying to hit too many and they couldn't execute well on anything because they ran out of time,
Yeah. I think so.
which I think this goes back to my question, would you have liked this better as a miniseries, or do you think that would have been too much?
Well, yeah, I think I would have liked it as a miniseries. Yeah, I think I would have because you get to know the characters more. But then I'm also thinking, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Is the mystery enough? I think you could do it well as a miniseries. I think there's enough mystery there to keep it going.
Yeah, and I think like you wouldn't even have to cut out necessarily all of the subplots if you had a
Yeah,
miniseries.
yeah,
I
yeah. I think they could make this really good as a miniseries.
I was shocked that it wasn't a miniseries. Now, if I had to guess, the reason why is because they had a star-studded cast. I mean, these are like elderly, but they are like royalty,
Dream
I'm sure,
team.
at UK. So getting them
Yeah,
for 3 to 6 episodes, an hour each, probably was too much.
yeah, probably. And maybe that was a good choice. I don't know. Either have a star-studded cast because I thought they were all great,
Hmm.
or have a miniseries. I don't know. And also, it's like miniseries is a bigger commitment for like the
Yeah,
viewer. You know,
yeah.
we
But
wouldn't
it
be
could
doing a
be
pod on it.
no, probably not. But it could have been like really cool because they did a mini series for lessons in chemistry.
Oh, I never watched that.
I never watched it either. I mean, we were so over that book by the time I got to the end of it.
That's true.
We had done our own mini series.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I just feel like a mini series would have been really good. And then if they wanted to do sequels, you
You can make that
know,
movies
you
or
could
miniseries. Yeah,
you could make those like additional mini series, just like
I think
four
so.
episodes.
Yeah, I
And
think you're right.
like each episode could have focused on like one plot,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like going through and like figuring it out and like keeping it very organized. And then at the end, now you have your three plots and then
You're like, who was it?
yeah, you piece them all together. Like I think there's a way that this could have been really good.
I think you're right. I think that really would have brought it to the next level. Man, we should have directed it.
We should have. We should not have.
Oh,
It's easy to critique. It's very hard to make. Okay,
yeah.
so overall, are you still feeling 4.5?
Hmm. I don't know. I'm so swayed by the people I watched it with who hadn't read the book and who just liked it independently, where I'm like, maybe this is just a good book independently.
Yeah.
But a lot of things didn't make sense. Like the picture with Jason. Why was that there?
I wonder what
Maybe
I
I would
am
go down to a 4.
I wonder what the IMDb reviews say. Maybe we could pull out one or two
Mm,
and see if other people were confused.
good question.
Because I stand by my three. Would you recommend this to a friend?
Well, I don't know, because yeah, honestly, like I'd recommend the book for sure. I think yeah. I wouldn't go like raving about it though and say like, oh my gosh, you should definitely watch this. But if someone was like, should I watch Thursday Murder Club? I'd be like, yeah. It's
So
pretty
if
good.
someone asked you, but like if you were to like talking to someone, you say, "Oh, I saw this movie. I thought it was great," or "I thought it was pretty good." Would you recommend without being prompted?
Not a raving review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say go out of your way to watch it because yeah, also it's 2 hours.
It's kind of a big, it's a big commitment for a movie. That just feels, I know, like I could watch 10 hours of miniseries, but I can only watch 90 minutes of movie.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you want to see this review? That is one of the top featured reviews.
Okay. What does it
The
say?
title is This Should Have Been a Miniseries That Faithfully Followed the Book's Plot. So I guess this isn't a novel thing we're thinking.
Okay.
But yeah, large chunks of the plot vanish. The character is completely changed for the worst. Um,
Probably Bogdan.
I think that was probably Bogdan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hmm, yeah, that's
It's
basically what that one said.
interesting because this person says this should have been a miniseries that faithfully followed the book's plot, but then they give a 7 out of 10.
Hmm. You think it should have been lower?
Well,
I think, yeah, I'm reading the next one and it says okay, but a bit of a letdown. They gave it a 6 out of 10. And they're saying the film was still watchable and entertaining enough. However, I think lovers of the book series will feel disappointed that the film failed to capture the same spark that Richard Osman wrote. So I think there's different ratings if you're comparing it to the book versus comparing it independently.
yeah. I'm I'm seeing most of these people are saying miniseries. Miniseries. Like that's
Wow.
what the people
Yeah,
want.
you're right.
I also think it's very difficult when a movie, okay, if a movie wants to stick to the book, they need to stick to the book. Otherwise, I feel like it should just be a reimagining so that it can be like something totally different. That's my take on it.
Mm, interesting. So you don't like it when they have some of the same things, but change up other things?
I don't mind if they keep like some of the beats, but like a lot like don't and maybe that's what this movie did and I'm like contradicting myself.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think our issue is that they try to keep too many things from the book, but it
Yeah.
didn't work because they didn't have enough time to explain it. So it didn't fit.
Yeah. The execution.
Yeah.
But like the visuals so good. The cast like there were specific scenes where there was like beat for beat from the book and I loved it. Like the one with Ron and he's like pretending to be crazy
Oh
and
yeah, that was
like
good.
yeah, I thought that was so good. There were like with Elizabeth when she's like getting ready to go out with Joyce and pretend to be a nun. Like there were some of these scenes that if I just saw that, I would be like, "Oh, that's so good."
Yeah. Yeah, the parts that were replicas from the book. You're like, those are the
Yeah,
strongest
I thought
ones.
they executed that really well, but they just didn't tie together.
Yeah, I think that's true. Okay,
So,
so would you read the next book and or would you watch the next movie, assuming they keep on with the series?
I would totally read another book. No, no, even if the movie was horrible, I would still read another book. Um, but I don't think I would watch a second movie.
Oh, wow.
If it was a mini series, I would watch it.
Mm. Well, I don't know. I could have enough time to watch a movie if, we happen to have an open night and we're looking for a movie. I'd watch the second one. Miniseries is a big commitment.
I'm telling you, it's like some kind of fatal maybe is that our poll question?
Oh, what is it? Do you prefer miniseries?
You prefer mini series or movies? Would you rather watch because I would rather watch 10 hours of miniseries than 2 hour of movie. And I know it doesn't make sense, but that's just how I like it.
Yeah. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah, so we could ask, would you rather
Yeah,
commit
that's a
to
good poll.
10, yeah, would you rather commit to 10 hours of miniseries or 2 hour of movie?
Yeah, I think that's a good poll question.
Yeah.
I need to think about my answer. Tricky.
Okay. So we're at time. Anything?
Wow.
This is the last time we're gonna have you recorded
Oh,
as
yeah.
not a mummy.
Wow. Unless we're at the hospital. There's still time.
Ah. Anything you want to say?
Oh my gosh. Franklet. I hope you love this podcast. Our new number one fan. Little Fran Gully. We could do a Fran Gully podcast episode. We
Oh
should
my
watch that when you're
God.
here. I think that'd be a lot of
Okay,
fun.
we have to watch Fran Gully.
I have no idea. I think we looked it up. You can watch it
You can
somewhere.
watch it. I asked like 20 people, have you
Has
ever heard of
anyone seen
Fran
this?
Gully? People said, no, no, no. And then finally, someone I met said yes,
What?
and they loved it.
Really?
Yes, and now my mind is forgetting who said it, but they also watched Thumbelina.
Oh gosh. All the
And
greats.
well, these were two movies I couldn't watch, and I'm like, either I guess you were the haves or the haves not.
This is so wild. Maybe that should be our poll question. Have you ever watched, have you ever heard of Fran Coley? Okay, I think we should watch it, then we can spread awareness for the movie.
That's
We
right.
need to bring it back. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
gonna have a
movie
sudden
from
surge in popularity.
from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, Robin Williams is in it?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I think this is a good movie.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, well, we should totally watch it.
I agree.
It's a great postpartum movie.
All right. Well, next time I'm going to be seeing you. 2 days.
I know.
That's
What
it, baby.
day do you think she's coming? What's your bet?
I I'm thinking she's going to show up on Sunday. All
Oh.
natural.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm feeling
I
it.
like that idea. I could see Sunday. I'm thinking it could be Saturday.
Oh
I'll hold
God.
her in till you're here.
Is she
But
head
I have no
down?
idea. Yeah, she's been head down for a while. I've been doing all my yoga stretches and things to get things going.
Okay, she's in position.
hmm
How big is she? Do they know?
I don't know. A month ago, she was like 5'11" or something, which is like a pound over average, according to online.
Well,
So I
that's the
think
thing.
she's pretty big.
Well, we talked about this, dear listener. You'll hear about it in 2 months from now, but we found out that her head was 2 weeks ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I know. So this week right now is 2 weeks ahead of due date.
Yeah,
So which is perfect.
I know. So she's the right size. Okay.
Yeah. We'll let you all know 3
We'll,
months from now.
we'll let you know in January.
Yeah, how things went.
All right.
Yay.
Well, I love you.
Love you too. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.